to another episode of Gist with Fumi. In case this is the first time on our channel, I'm so glad to have you. What we do here is we learn, we gist, we talk, we unlearn as well, you know. So, in case you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please click on that subscription button right now to subscribe on my channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you as you do so. So today you can see that I have a pretty sweet 16. Oh my god. I have this woman, this epitome of beauty. She doesn't want to grow old, you know, always looking pink. Madam Han. Yeah, her name is Madam Han. welcome to Gist with Fumi, Madam Han. So good to have you here on our show. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Madam Han is actually like, you know, like a mother, like a friend to me. So I told her, I said, Madam Han, you know what, I want to come live on my channel. And she said, okay, no problem, I will come. And guys, look at her here. Oh my word! Thank you so very much.
God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
I deeply appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you more. We honestly appreciate you because I know that we are going to learn a lot of things from your story, and my viewers are going to learn. You know, learn a lot of things from your story. So, Madam Han, for those of our viewers that are just meeting you for the first time, how would you describe yourself?
Thanks so much. Well, first of all, my name is Mrs. Ann Okolo.
Okay.
I'm a mother by God's grace. I'm a mother of 3. And then married. They're somehow not living together again. Separated but not divorced. Then I worked in Shell. I did my youth service actually in Shell Petroleum Company. 3 months before I finished, I got the kind of a contract job because I served with the production manager, and it was like, that they can't release me. I'm good and all that. So they retained me 3 months before I finished my youth service, and then that's how I continued. So my husband got a job here in Lagos, and then decided that we would want all of us to live together. I wouldn't want to leave his family in Port Harcourt, and then that was how we relocated to Lagos. So that's how it beats.
Wow, that's so good. Thank you so much, Madam Han. Thank you so much. So, you just told us now that you know, you were once married, but you know, somehow something happened. You got separated, you know. So can you just take us through, like, what was your life like before things happened, before things changed for you?
No, for real, marriage is very, very sweet.
Okay,
and I enjoyed part of my marriage because my husband loved me and so much, and to the extent that
one of the not find woman like this.
You know, it was so bad that my mother-in-law said I used the charm to charm his son.
Wow.
That after all, I'm not beautiful. The only thing that shines in me is my eyes, but any other thing. So what is it that is in me that making his son to die for me? I said, Mommy, I don't know. It's God. But anyway, before then, I had about 5 men who wanted to get married to me. So I was actually confused. So I started praying. And in the course of praying and fasting, and I had encounters, and I joined one of my friends in Shell as well. We were doing prayer together. During lunch, we pray and we were fasting together until God now spoke to me, spoke to her, spoke to our pastor. finally I chose my husband because God said, because as God said, this is my rightful.
God said,
He gave me that
single
word.
sister, did you hear that? God said, this is your spouse.
He gave me that word. This is my rightful husband. And actually, for the first time in my life, I had an audible voice because of my husband. Because he came, even at that.
So when you were single,
Yeah.
you are telling us now that you had a strong relationship with God.
Yeah, very strong relationship with God. When I was in university, the campus, even before, I had a very strong relationship with God. We served, you know, we worshipped, you know, we can spend 3 hours tonguing, prayer and all that. So
when it was time for you to now get married, you were able to hear God's voice.
Yes. And a long story because I met other guys that were interested in me.
Aww.
And the Lord said
the Lord find it! Yay!
but the Lord said to me that it was only my husband that could answer. They were coming to ask me a question. Oh, girl, you're looking fine. Oh, well, what's your name? And because I was so seriously, you know, I didn't want to tell them my name or tell them where I stay because I wouldn't want them to come looking for me. And I don't want to lie at the same time. So until I met my husband, and at the end of the day, we prayed and God said he's the one. And then we planned for our married and all that and all that. We're living very happily. We loved each other. We're fellowshipping together.
Your husband too is a Christian, right?
Born again, Christian.
Do you guys attend the same church?
Yes, of course.
Okay, you attend Winners, right? Then
was Salem Foundation Free Church.
Oh, okay. What about your husband?
Both of us. Yes.
The both of you attend the same church. I just want our viewers to, you know, to get to know you on a deeper level, you know, and also get to know how you met your husband before we now start, you know, getting to know what happened along the line, you know. So, Madam Han, I'd like to ask you, what happened? Like, what changed? I mean, you told us now that you enjoyed your marriage, you know, you guys had a great marriage. You guys were serving God. Christians, believers, serving God. So what now happened?
Before we got married, my mother-in-law didn't want the marriage because so to say they are Catholics. They are Catholics, and then they didn't want the son to marry a non-Catholic according to them. And funny enough, I didn't know my husband was born again, but the parents never knew. But it was like a taboo in their family. Even in my family too, my parents were Catholics.
But I don't understand, like, is Catholic not, are they not born again?
They don't believe in Pentecostal like that. They don't believe in all these born again things, Pentecostal church. So
are you serious?
I don't seriously,
I don't understand.
Honestly, it's a very big issue. My dad almost.
Are you serious?
My dad almost disowned me, because he saw the testimony. He saw what God is doing, how I was. He knew how I was before. I saw what God is doing in my life after I gave my life to Christ. Amen. Even my father-in-law at the time told my mother-in-law, please, just leave this couple. Let them be going to each other. That since they started, you know that his son has changed. A lot of things has taken good shape in the life of his son. That even if he dies, he can be proud to say he has a son. But before, he was not proud to say he has a son. Although that, but in the process, we went praying, and I told God, well, it's a way that we're husband and wife. Well, turn the heart of our parents. And then he called me one day, the mom said, okay, I can go ahead. But my mother-in-law never wanted the marriage. I think she had somebody else in mind, I don't know.
She had someone that she wanted to give your husband to marry. I think
so, because she never wanted me. I don't know what I just did, but I was thinking it's because of church thing. But when he saw that his son, I don't know, but somehow it had always, it was like a tug of war. But I've been praying. But when I said I'm going to have a different, that the way people used to talk about their mother-in-law, that me, I'm going to love my mother-in-law. I'm going to show her love and prove her. So even to the extent that my mom was like, I'm praying, that this marriage, that this man will love you like that forever, that you even forgotten me, your mother is now your mother-in-law, just trying to please her, just to make sure that I say, Mommy, I'm sorry, but I want to just show love for Christ, so I don't. But still, it was not just, I don't know, it was not just flowing. So most times I come home with my husband, he's not happy. I came with him. A lot of things were going on until at the time something happened that and of course the issue of my husband backslided and started having affairs. And each time he has an affair, he always have issue with his job. He loses his job. And the process, he will come back to me and say he's sorry. We started going to church, we prayed together, he get another job. You know, it was just like that this time he lost his job. He prayed and the Lord spoke to him. The Lord spoke to him that whatever he wants in this life, I can give to you as long as you are faithful to my daughter. He came and told me. He came and told me this is what God spoke to me. Me and my pastor were together when we met our pastor. We were just talking family issues, and he said to pastor, let me tell you the truth, that I have not told my wife like that. The Lord spoke to me that if only you can keep to my daughter, be faithful to her, there is nothing in what in this world I cannot give to you. And it is true. Anytime I'm with my husband, he's loving, we are loving each other. He's following, we are going to church together, serving God together. You'll be getting things. You see, doors will be opening.
What some men don't understand. Like, see, there are some children of God, like there are some female children of God that you cannot mess with.
Yes.
If you are a man watching this, especially if your wife is a true child of God, genuine child of God, don't mess with her. Don't mess with her. I'm telling you, because there's some things that see by the time God wants to avenge for her.
Yes.
Even your wife herself, she go beg God tired. Like she would have to plead and plead on your behalf. I'm telling you.
Wow. It was a terrible blow, because in the process of this, he lost his job. He lost a lot of things, a lot of things to the extent that it has to cost us our son.
Wow.
Our first son.
My God.
Because of a strange woman. Because in the process of this, he was meeting other strange women, but he was getting away with it. But this particular one,
oh my God,
he met this one, and this one was a marine agent from the pit of hell.
Oh my God.
I tried to destroy him. And he turned his heart, I don't know, diabolically, he turned his heart away from me, from his children. I came back one day after I went to, my car, because now I left my job, have to come to Lagos to stay with him. But I said the family should not live separately. So I had to leave my job in Shell and in Port Harcourt, and I had a big showroom. I did furniture. I had to leave Port Harcourt to come and stay just to obey my husband, because I love him and I want the home to be together. So this time I wasn't working, but I was doing business, travel abroad, bring things, put in my boots, and then go to Falomo, all those all these companies, and some then Kakasa Oil Company, some more companies, and Bellel, and some other companies. I was going Shell, Total, just to go and sell, gold, wares, clothes for ladies and all that. So I was saying it was okay, at least, because he was taking care of us, and then was giving me salary kind of every month. And then so as I said, I enjoyed my marriage. Honestly, my husband never maltreated me until the strange woman.
The strange woman.
All of a sudden, husband just came back, traveled to do a job in Port Harcourt, came back, was a change person. Feel that we are looking somehow. Gave me money, I should go and fix my hair.
Are you serious?
I would sleep with him. He would go further, go very far, looking at me as if I'm like, if I eat him, he'd be eating as if I want to poison him.
Are you serious?
As if I poison his. A lot of things. Actually, when he left, he was telling me he draw food, and one black thing was telling people, especially friends, were calling me what that. Others say want to kill him. They used to poison his food. Was saying, he said all manner of things. He said all manner of things about me. Stop picking my calls. Stop asking about the children. You have nothing.
Oh my God.
It was like that. I survived. It was God.
My God.
When somebody didn't have a job, you are just doing business. You made her leave, resign her job, left her showroom, Port Harcourt, my business I was doing, just to move over. And within the space of 2 years,
you guys moved to Lagos.
Yeah.
So now your husband met the lady in Lagos, right?
No, he met the lady okay, he got it. He lost. I told you when he strayed kind of, because he had started having a extramarital affair. So in the process, he had issue. I told you each time he does that, he has issue with his job, they will sack him. He loses his job. Once he starts messing with me, he loses his job. I told you that was why I told her about the confession he made with our pastor. God told him, if you only be faithful to my daughter, there's nothing I cannot want, I will not do.
Is this so hard?
No, that's
is it so hard? Like, I don't know, like, is it so hard to be faithful?
No, that's why I said at times is foundational powers. It's spiritual. What happens to my husband is spiritual. It's not ordinary, because I know him. He loves God so much, and he loves me. He loves the children. But when met this lady, you know what? The lady makes.
You see, you know, I usually say something that, you know, men just believe that, oh, when they meet a woman, let me shop, clean, and nobody will know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you understand?
But you know, they fell into the trap. This one was.
I think I've told you my mom's story as well. You know, sometimes they forgot that not all women are natural. Some are diabolic, some are fetish.
No, this one, she even makes a boast. He said she's a traditionalist.
So you see,
my younger brother in Enugu knows her. He said she does this pinging job. I don't really call it ping. That she will get girls for politicians. After sleeping with them, they will give her her own cut. She just took a hostel, or living with a friend in a hostel in a suit. Say she's in a suit reading law. Meanwhile, when she met my husband, though the law, everything, she just left the school and followed him back to Lagos. My husband packed his things and moved to stay with his auntie. So he was actually staying with the lady in the auntie's house almost 1 year. The auntie right now is my best friend, because she came to apologize. She never knew that, you know, that all they told her about me was lies and all that. So, and the process, the auntie even lost her husband to the same strange woman, because the husband said they should not marry her, that they should not dare marry her, because she's not, that Anne is better than that. She had stayed with them in their house, so we have seen who she is. So that if this guy then marry her, he's going to have issues, because it's not a real person.
So now, I have a question.
Yeah.
So now, how did the separation happen?
Yeah, I came, like I told you, I went to just normal. I dropped the kids in school, then I'll go to maybe come to Lagos Island, to go to friends and all the companies I sell. So one of these days after selling, I was looking for my car key. I don't know, one of my friends, I don't know, because when something is happening, you know, my spirit, something was just telling me something was wrong. I couldn't just, you know, but I know something was wrong. So for me to go back to the house, I couldn't get my car key. So I said I have to take a cab to the house to go and get a spare. So when I got to the house to get a spare key, and I found out that when I entered my house, our wedding picture, our traditional picture, was torn into pieces. And then I went to the room, our wedding album, both and other pictures that was inside. I didn't see it. I quickly opened my box. My wedding certificate was. I said, what is going on?
I don't understand.
I'm just the way you have, so I said that I'm still alive. That Jesus loves me so much.
Oh my God.
I was so traumatized. I was like, what is going? Before then, I told you, before then, when we were eating, we be doing as if I poison. If we are sleeping, we go very far, and they wouldn't want to come close to me. When he gave me money, I should go and do my hair. That's the way I'm looking now. Also, it was later I told someone, say, oh, already they've done bewitched, turned his heart or his mind away from you. So they made him to look like, you know, it was already looking ugly to him. So there's something they did. So he's now seeing me as an ugly person, I'm seeing like somebody else, not the real one, because of what the diabolical woman did.
I know.
You know, because
please go back to that the album thing. I want to know what happened.
So I was like, what is going on? So I now called him. I called him too, because I wanted to ask him, please, do you know where the spare key is? So it was on the process of calling him. He picked his call. I said, but I was already started noticing said, what is going on here? I ran to the wardrobe, almost all the things gone, just few things to our wardrobe, because we stay in the same room, of course. So I checked. I was like, what? So I thank God. So let me even get my car key and then get back and get my things, my car, then come back and sit down and now know what is really, whether I'm dreaming or is this really happening. So then the conversation was, you just know that something is not. But that very morning, I could remember that very morning, we used to have devotion together as family. But this time our devotion, we will be praying. We just, of course I won't be listening to know what is praying. So, but I saw in a dream early morning as I was driving the Sienna. It was a Sienna car I used to drive then. He bought it for me, the Sienna car. So I was driving the car and I was carrying, I was one driving, I was sitting by the side. This car now entered a kind of gutter. So the tire, I said, okay, he stayed. I said, wow, look at, he now came down. So I was thinking that he was going to call boys or something to help us push out the car. So after a while like this, I came down, I turned back, I saw one old woman. He said, don't say I tell you. He said he's leaving you, he's leaving us, but don't say I told you. So while we were doing morning devotion, I said, children, please, let's join our hand with daddy. Let's join our hand together and pray that I saw daddy leaving us. That the enemy is fighting this marriage. I've been praying. We started when he came back from Port Harcourt. That was when he went to Port Harcourt to do a job. He asked me a question. So in the process, before he traveled, it was a prayer and there was a revelation that the enemy is fighting this marriage, and the mom actually wants this marriage separated. He had done a lot of things, so that you should be careful for now. Don't pick your mom's call. Stay away for now. So we know that he went when he now got to Port Harcourt to
the mom too was involved.
It was the mom actually. It was because the mom even called me. He called the auntie because he was the one that asked my husband to pack and leave us, because already he said I'm using juju or whatever to hold him. That is not ordinary. That his son is under spell. That I casted a spell on my husband. That was so. I heard him. I heard her. So my auntie said, "Look, I wanted you to hear this so that you know that I'm not a party to people that put marriage asunder. I too, I have a husband, so I wouldn't want that. This is your mother-in-law that told your husband to pack out." But when I called him, so thank God he picked the call, because it would have been terrible. So
nobody was in the house when you got to Blackberry Day.
No, my children in school. I told you I take them to school.
Okay.
Go with my car to sell things.
Yeah, so you got back
when
from where you
get
went
back,
to sell
I'll pick them from school and go home. So when I in the process, I called him. Please, he picked the call. So I pretended as if I've not seen what's going on. I said, please, I'm looking, where is the car key? I missed my car key, so I came to pick up this spare key. He told me this is where it is, and I went, I saw it, and I went back to pick my car first. Before I came back, after since the consequence, I started calling again to find out what's going on. Where are you? That was how he stopped picking my calls. That was how he stopped picking my calls.
And you didn't see him again?
I didn't see him again.
Are you serious?
Like joke. Until one day I went to his former company.
And you guys left in the house together a day before?
Yeah. That day I saw a dream. I told him.
Yeah.
That was the day he left.
That was the day.
That was the day I went out, came back. I forgot my car key. I think Lord, maybe God wanted me to come and see, so I'll be able to compose myself. I don't know, but God wanted me. I don't know, but for no reason, God allowed me to come and see it before I could. Maybe I don't just know, but God just helped me. I was able to drive and come back home, and now started making calls to call him to know what's going on. He didn't pick my calls anymore. It was his friend that is living close to us. That his friend, they work in the same company. They now called me and started telling me a lot of stories that were happening. His pay slip, how he has all the money was transferring to women. A lot of things. Money, we say no money, because when things now when strange woman enters, a lot of issues. The wife will not be validated anymore. A lot of things were happening. So, it was a big shock to me. And initially I didn't have any. I'm not praying against any strange man. I was not praying because I was thinking just what you asked me is the man is in question here, you know.
So, Madam Han, I want to ask
that's
you.
The only way that can make me believe. That's the only thing that can make me believe that somebody that loved you so much, loved the children, even the children. It wasn't even paying their school fees.
I understand you, Madam Han. See, I told you that.
Do you know that can make me?
See, I understand what you're saying.
Survive it to say that it's preacher that he doesn't know what he's doing.
I understand you. Even the ones that you didn't say, I understand because my mom had a similar experience with what I mean. She had the only thing is that my mom, you know, somehow God helped her and God gave her victory. You know, things got better. She fought hard. She prayed. She prayed, and she was so patient. Now, I'm so sorry. You know, don't get emotional. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about what happened to you. You know. Now, please, I want to ask you. Now, tell me, during all these things happened, like, what were the steps that you took?
Honestly, the only step I took was prayer. Then I tried to get in touch with my in-laws. Then my father-in-law and mother-in-law, of course, they already planned everything. But thank God, I thank God for my father-in-law. He's a good man. He had always loved me and the children. He had always been there for us. Even the other lady, my mother-in-law was the one that I heard used her money to go and pay for her dowry, not my husband. So she married her for my husband. My husband is not.
Wait, this strange woman, your husband ended up marrying her?
Yeah, my mother-in-law. First, they met somehow. Don't you understand?
Are you serious? Like,
don't you understand when somebody?
Wait, your mother-in-law ended up marrying this woman for your husband?
Yes.
That was after your husband left. Like, you now heard about the wedding, right?
Yeah. But they didn't do the normal, just.
But they paid the dowry.
Yeah, I think yes.
Are you serious?
So
during this period, like all you were just doing was prayer.
I was praying, and then my people went.
You didn't any pastor. You didn't go and meet pastors like. Even prophets. Do you know any prophet as a then? No. I'm so happy right now.
They don't even know each or prophet because actually, we don't believe. Me personally, I didn't believe in all those prophets so much then because in my.
But now you believe, right?
We don't know who.
You believe in them now.
I believe in genuine ones.
Yes, they are genuine prophets.
Mm-hmm. So
then
I was confused because where we were brought up, just like in our church, we believe so much. Let's just the word and pray.
Let's just pray
and then study. Pray the word.
Pray the word. Yes.
The word, everything. And
all those things are so
going
good
to win souls and all that. So I was just telling God, praying, please restore my home. I got married quite early.
Oh.
And I was such an innocent child because when I gave my life to Christ, I thought everybody was, I just this good heart. So I wasn't really believing that somebody is wicked and somebody can do this.
Yes, so, I understand you, Madam Han.
It's my experience until God, it was when I lost my son that I was like, God. That was when I woke up. I was like, one thing they used to cover me not to see all these things as serious. Now, God, that was.
So are you saying that when those things happened between you and your husband, the separation, the strange woman, everything, your eyes were not still open until you lost your son?
There was so much attack. When you are the only source, you are the only one paying house rent, you are the only one paying school fees for how many children? My son is in Communal University. He got initially the first thing because of his grade. He got first scholarship because he said if he doesn't go to Communal University, let him not go to any school. And he was trying to affect him. He was going under depression. So I said no. I sold everything, all the asset, everything, even land. I had to sell land. I had to just to make sure he goes to and other children. So none of them stayed, even for one. None of them stayed months without going to school. They were all in school. So my son graduated from Communal University, did the youth service, and then attacked from no reason, from nowhere. Oh, that's another story. But we thank God for everything. Thank God for everything.
I'm so sorry. I'm so aware of the loss of your son. I'm so aware of that.
That's why I say that.
And
it could only. I can't believe that.
And your son before it. I'm so sorry. Your son before he died. I saw the last time I saw him. He was asking me to tell him about how my husband met.
Oh.
Yes. He was asking me. I can't even forget that day. And I told him, I said, you know what, don't worry that I will tell you one day. That was, we were inside the bus, the church bus. That was after service, so we were in the bus there. So, I guess, he loved me and my husband. So, I guess he admired us and he was not asking us that. Please, I would like to, sis, I would like to know how you and your husband met. Like, you just tell me about you. Honestly, he was a great guy. I mean, handsome guy. He looked just like you.
Yeah. His name is great, actually. Great.
I'm so sorry about your loss once again.
Wow. Thank God. I don't like talking about it.
Definitely. So
he's alive.
Yes, definitely. He's in a better place.
He's alive.
And he's now interceding for you.
And told me, Mommy, I'm fine. So I'm a bit. I was really glowing. It's just that we're all spirits. We have a soul. We live in a body. One day we leave the body.
Yeah.
We go back to where we come from.
I don't know why people are just being wicked. Why?
This life. I didn't know.
People just being wicked. Why?
Honestly, I didn't know.
Like I was saying,
a human being can be so that wicked. Innocent child, just because he's the first son of his father, and you happen to be there, you want your own son or your own child to be, so we want only you and your child to be the one that the man will marry. Then this person you met, because she had 2 children, she had 2 daughters. I went to this one of this university in Benin.
She had children before she met her
Republic. Yes, girls.
Oh my God!
All these girls are go to Benin Republic or all these are investing in Benin Republic. That's why those girls are. Before I don't even know whether my husband is aware.
He is aware.
You understand?
He is aware. He is fully aware.
I got to know that the family of this lady is so wretched.
He is aware. I told you that my mom had a similar story, but I don't even want to go into that, because I want to respect my dad. That is still alive.
The day I had this accident, on the way, midnight call. He called me midnight. Say, do I want to die? He said, do you want to die? Do you want to die? Do you want to die? 3 times. If you don't want to die.
She called you?
Yes. If you don't want to die, I should leave her. I should leave my husband for her.
Are you serious?
I'm telling the truth. If I could talk anything, cut the call. Private number, but the voice already. When I was discharged from hospital, my husband auntie came to see me where I was. She called my husband auntie, and my husband auntie put it in speaker because that one likes me so much. We are close. She was asking, how is she doing? She thought I was going to die. I tried severally. Even my other children. I said, this time around, fire for fire.
Are they still married?
Enough is enough.
Are they still married?
I don't know. I heard that normally, I don't want to talk about that. But God is the judge, and God will avenge me speedily. Because He's the righteous God, and He knows the truth. Jesus is my advocate. I don't have any other person. And I refuse. I cannot go because of who and go that body down and be okay, kill this person. No, I leave everything to God. The vengeance belonging to the Lord.
Yeah.
Let's fight for your marriage. I was so naive. So when my husband was doing all this, I didn't understand that something was going on. I didn't pray. I was just blaming him. I was angry with him. I was like, why did he do this? Why did you not even take care of nothing? You almost turned me to a beggar just to train the children.
You were fighting. Now I get like you were fighting your husband.
Because I was not happy.
Because you didn't know that it was spiritual. Oh my God. Just few days ago, I interviewed my immediate elder sister. We talked about this thing that sometimes as a married woman or as a married man, if you notice some changes in your marriage, that especially when you know that is not how that your spouse used to behave
Used to
before,
behave, yeah.
you should know that there's something wrong. Because just like you said earlier, the devil is after good marriages.
We go for evangelism together.
Honestly. And one of the ways that the devil can fight marriage is infidelity.
Infidelity, yeah. We organize a marine agent to the guy. Because for me, I've not had enough time serving God not to talk of thinking of a guy or going to do rubbish.
You at any point meet a woman in person?
I've never met until the day they buried my father-in-law. The day they buried my father-in-law.
Hey, Madam Ann!
I didn't know what marriage was all about. I didn't know all this thing. I didn't know that I thought you just marry and your husband love each other actually and you serve God. I didn't know that.
Oh my
so
God,
that's when I'm telling my daughters now, marriage is not just he loves me, I love him. I need to details. I didn't know details about the family. Another thing about family you are married to.
Yeah.
Because at the time, because of love and where money started coming, so the prayer, I wasn't praying well, you know that those days kind of, so we were just happy with each other, we were loving each other. So
God help us, God help us. My sister made mention of something when she came live on my channel. She said something. She said some people they will be like, oh, there's no need for me to pray like that. Like, my husband love me. I love my husband. Things are good for us. Things are beautiful. She said that is even when you need to intensify your prayer, because when things are good, the enemies are not happy. Devil himself is not even happy about it. And really, like that really spoke to me personally. God help me to build a strong prayer life. Because sometimes I'm also talking for myself, because you just feel like, okay, things are good. You and your spouse, you marry a faithful man. Even pastors said they fall. They fall.
That's why I say that I never blamed him, and I know he's the devil.
He's the devil. The devil is just a bastard.
But my God is greater than it, because God said there shall be always.
I'm just so sorry about how everything turned out for you. I'm really so sorry about.
Fine.
So now, I don't want to take too much of your time. So can you just what can you like for a single lady watching this video now? A single that is planning to get married, what can you advise her?
Oh yeah, the only advice is really, really, really to spend quality time praying, if possible, for years before you get married. And then if you meet this man, please don't compromise. When you meet a guy, don't be carried away with love and be compromising. Because I remember that those days I met my husband, the first question I asked him, he lied to me, because then he was serving, but they were almost passing out, we were coming in, but then he told me I had already done his service. He's working in one oil company then. So when I got to know about it, I told him no, I can't go on with this marriage, because he started with lying. So when he pleaded, I accepted. But I later noticed that consequently, he was lying. There were some lies, and I was not trying to compromise. Because tried to, like, when he begged me. And
I had a similar experience with this thing that you said.
By that foundation of marriage matters a lot. Forget about the man loves me, we love each other. Because the foundation be destroyed.
Yes! But I had a similar experience to this thing, and I think I don't want to talk about it now. Maybe I will talk about this later, in one of my episodes, but definitely not today. But I'm going to talk about this same thing. Maybe the person I would have married, something that happened, you talk about lie, a relationship that is built on lie. I have a similar, that man I would have ended up marrying him, but God's this, and I thank God, because I kept going back. But God said, you this girl, you get coconut head, come back here. When I'm enjoying you, just
so I had this guy I loved. The guy loved me.
I didn't know, like, it's always this way that we love. And that's the same way oh my God, I'm tempted to talk, but I will not talk.
So please, that guy that I know that is a truthful person, then that have respect for you, not about money. I remember my time. Let's do what mommy say. Let's do what mommy. It was like it's what mommy says.
Mommy's boy. Seeing goes in the house. Are you taking notes? Are you taking notes? Don't compromise and don't marry mommy's boy. Okay.
So I'm not saying we should not love our mother, but I mean,
no, definitely.
A man is
a man has to be a man. Yes.
As a man,
stand your ground. Yes.
Don't be cajoled or try to. Somebody should not tell you what to do.
Yes.
As a man, I just want to advise, please don't rush into marriage.
Don't rush.
If you rush in, you will rush out.
If you rush in, you rush out.
Don't rush into marriage.
Don't rush into
marriage. Is a forever thing.
Did you hear that?
And it's not fantasy. It's not he buy me gifts, he takes you this, he give me this, he has money. It's not all about that.
It's not all about that.
The spiritual controls the physical. Let the man be deep spiritually, loves God. When a man loves God, he will not want to hurt his wife. He will not want to do anything outside God's word concerning marriage.
Like, what would you also tell our viewers that are married, the married ones now, that are married and maybe they are now going through some phases in their marriage? Maybe there's a strange woman somewhere, that is tormenting the marriage, that is shaking the foundation of the marriage. Now, like, what advice would you give that woman?
Well, the advice I will give the woman is just to fight for your marriage. No woman is worth taking your husband from you. Even if your husband is maltreating you, of course, once they start having an extramarital affair because of the other influence of the other woman, definitely the man can never be the same.
Yeah.
But if you know that you already have maybe children in the marriage, or if you know that it's not a very serious thing, that if the person is not if it's not going violent,
yes,
if it's not knowing that if it's just something that you can pray seriously and then tell God to take over the affairs. And we pray at God, anything can happen. I'm not saying you should go and marry somebody that wants to kill you or is beating you, no, and all that. Just fight for your marriage. Take authority over the powers that are the strange women and powers that be. Because now I realize a lot of things and my prayer life has changed since then, and I know that God is in the process of something.
You want your husband back?
God is in the process of something.
Do you want your husband back?
The perfect will of God.
If your husband come back today, will you accept him?
If God says so, yeah. Let the perfect will of God be done. That's all. If God says so. But if not,
hell!
Because God knows the heart of every man. He knows what is going. He knows every bit. He knows the future. He knows what the man is thinking. He knows what you don't know. God knows everything. And I ask the Holy Spirit to unveil and reveal. So when it comes to that, we will know the way to follow.
Honestly, you are still coming back. We are having a second part of this topic, the strange woman, because there are some things that I would like us to talk about now, but because of time, you see, oh God help me. I beg, I don't get strength. I beg, God help me. Hey, Madam Hans.
Marriage is really an institution. It's like you have to go to a serious school.
Honestly, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
We've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I personally have learned a lot from this. Thank you so much. So if you are a married woman, just like she said, if you are going through a phase in your marriage, please, instead of and again in the next episode, I want us to also talk about what there's so many divorce rates now. Women are running from fighting, the men are running away from taking responsibility. So I think in our next episode we'll talk about that. Yes, we'll talk about that. My sister, I've interviewed, we've talked about that in our previous episode, but I also want to hear from you. So thank you so much, Madam Han, for coming. And I'm so sure that our viewers, they enjoy this episode. Thank you so much. So, guys, oh my God!
Yeah, she took me away. I never knew I was going to say all this.
I hope you were able to, grab one or two things from this episode. Please, if you're married now watching this video, Please, I beg you in God's name. You know, just like people say that men that is how God created us. Please, if you feel that is a wrong narrative. It is the devil trying to put something in your head that's how God created you. That's not how God created you. You know, so ask God for the grace to be faithful in your marriage, because not all women are natural. I can be natural. That doesn't make another woman be natural. Some are fetish, some are diabolical. If the devil now wants to catch you, now go and meet the ones that are diabolical. That is where the real problems begin. You know, you just open the door for the devil to scatter your home, to destroy what you have built. The beautiful marriage that God has helped you to build. You don't let us allow the devil to destroy our beautiful homes. If you are a married woman, please be prayerful. Pray. When things are beautiful, if that is even when you need more prayers, that time that things are beautiful, you need more prayer so that you can preserve that beautiful marriage, you can preserve that beautiful home. And God will help us in Jesus' name. Mm-hmm. It is not easy. As I'm talking, I know the aspect of which I'm lacking. I know aspects, sex is even part of all these things that we're talking about. But this marriage thing is broad. It's so broad. You can't talk about it in one day. But yes, I'm telling you, because a lot of things actually happen that it just opened the door for the devil. Yeah. A woman that is starving the husband of sex. See, in the next episode, then we'll catch up. All right. So if you haven't subscribed, please just do us a favor by subscribing on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much and God bless you. See you in the next episode. Thank you so much, Madam Han. G Sweet Fumi. G Sweet Fumi.